Let's kick it. Gonna get a good sunset, what's left of it. Let's rock. Just loaded up my bird seed. Oh, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day today, great day. Partied all day long. 14-hour day doing nothing but fucking off. My kind of day. I hit the road early. Got about 4 coffees, 3 lunches, 1 dinner, 1 bubble tea, 4 books, 12 bags of bird seed. I just said, let's kick it. Let's just kick it, people. Let's kick it. Mark Kropka, Private Radio. Pirate Radio. I just said it's Pirate Radio. Yeah, I'm going to be taking over Pirate Radio. I purchased it from Mark Kropka. And I will be getting rid of all liberals on that channel too. In other words, you people will have nowhere to go. If you're not a Trumpster, you will be blocked immediately. You just gotta kick it. The tropical fish store went out of business. Let's just kick it, you know what I'm saying? Those beautiful clouds. Fill as these swamps run through the jungle. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I just kick it, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do is just kick it. Man, I just have so much fun fooling around that I just don't stay home. Now today I left my good audio recorder on last night. I mean when I left this morning, and I'm curious what I got. There's no wind. It should have got a lot of great bird sounds. And I'm wondering how long it recorded for. Had new batteries in it. It really goes through the batteries. I'd say I got 6 hours. That's what I'm hoping for. Unless there was ambient noise like a chainsaw in the background or something. Then I hope I didn't. Come on, motherfucker. Thought that was going to give me a blinking yellow. Red skies at night. The fix. Hey, Hank. It's the fix. Red skies at night. It's a good fix. Yeah, let's kick it. Hey, Becca, how you doing? I was in Augusta all day today. I went to that swamp down near the airport. It's a good time. I was everywhere in Augusta today, just partied. Got about 4 coffees. Got stuff to eat at different places. Yeah, it was fun. Those are the best gyros ever. I've ever had. They make them every day fresh. That place is expensive though. I mean, I don't normally give a shit what it costs, but I can see why they're not busier. I mean, you're dropping like 12 or 13 bucks on a gyro, hummus, another 12. I mean, if you get, like, I got a to-go order in mine, it was like 41 bucks or something. I mean, that's a lot for just sandwiches. But it's such quality food, and it's either you get them or you don't. It's like, anytime I see a gyro for like $6.95, I'm not getting it because I know where it came from. It came from one of those big food wholesalers, just God knows what's in it. Just pure crap. Those are actually Turkish owners that make it all the time. And I'm willing to pay that for like quality food. I mean, I'm not saying gyros are health food. They're not. I don't eat them that much, but boy, those are good. Hey, Crunch and Munch. Yeah, I got 4. Yeah, I think I drank too much coffee today. I could have 4 coffees, big ones too, extra shots. And then I just drank a tea at the Turkish restaurant. And then I had about 3 lunches. And then I went to that swamp where the alligators were and stuff. I think I walked probably 2 or 3 miles. It was like 80, but I never thought to myself, God, man, this is hot. But and then I went to a bookstore. When I got out, it's like, man, I was like not feeling so hot. And I don't think I was dehydrated, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I sat in my car for about 45 minutes. Then felt okay, but for a minute there, I thought, what's going on here? Too much caffeine, too hot. But it never seemed strenuous or anything, Now, I haven't been walking lately because I don't want to lose any more weight. But I didn't feel that good for a minute. All right, Crunch Munch. And then I bounced back. Now I do. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to kick it. I saw those big alligators. Well, I saw one, actually. Saw some cool birds, turtles. I'm going to go back there and do some infrared photography. It's perfect for that. Yeah, I want to get back there. I'd like to get there during about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Well, now about 6 o'clock. It's perfect. They got a lot of that Spanish moss. A lot of those oak trees, cypress. That place is right next to the airport. I think it's Finnissy Swamp or something like that. Finnissy or something like that. Right next to the airport. All sorts of cool shit. Turtles. I mean, I just partied, man. Big time. You ever been to that, Becca? You ever been over to that swamp over near the airport? Had a couple tacos. I had a gyro. Had a good shrimp dinner. 4 coffees. I had a bubble tea with tapioca in it. Yeah, I was just kicking it all day today. Hey, Lucid. Oh, you couldn't comment? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I saw that flea market. Yeah, is that there were people getting ready, I guess, for the weekend? Is that a pretty big deal? Is it a bunch of junk, or do they have good stuff? Hey, yeah, man. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just kicked it. I got an early start this morning. Woke up early. Just hit the road, partied. Oh, they have good food there too, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just partied today. Oh, I got a good bagel today. Got a bagel this morning too. I got some from my buddy's wife too. If you like bagels, Becky, you're not going to find a better bagel. There's actually, that place I think is really doing well. I mean, it's a little dinky place and they're busy as hell. Those are the best bagels you'll ever eat, I promise you. Yeah, I just kicked it, you know what I mean? Just kicking it with everybody. A lot of broken down cars along this road. Look at that, whole trailer full. It got hot today. It was like 80, it's still 74. Beautiful. I'm gonna get some spring peepers peeping tonight. Because my peeper kept peeping in a peeping. Oh, gotcha. Oh, good. Oh, a train show? Yeah, I saw some cool places today. I'm gonna go back and do some photography. I gotta get in my photography again. I've been like not doing it much. As I said earlier, I left a good audio recorder, high fidelity audio recording, and I'm curious what I got on it today. Super sensitive. I mean, you could hear somebody like sneeze a mile away. I'm not shitting you. So in conditions like today or last night, no wind, great. But if you get a little wind, even though I've got a dead cat covering the mic, you just would not believe how sensitive it is. Which is why it's used for concerts and birds. Oh, Taylor, yeah, I like trains. I think trains are cool. Then I fucked around downtown Augusta quite a bit. That Calvin plays this saxophone down there all the time. He's a nice guy. Talked to a couple sisters that work at the bookstore. That's a good coffee place too, that Moon Cafe. True Moon or Good Moon or whatever it is. I like it. I like that taco cat too. It looks like 1960 in there, like you'd see James Bond in there eating a taco. Oh yeah, I've been just kicking it. Oh, you never make it there? So you must work all day shift. I see around the airport they were setting up some lights, presumably for the Masters. I think where they like park planes and stuff. I wish that fence wasn't so high, but I know why they do that, so deer aren't running in there. But I think if I stood up in the back of my truck, I could probably get better video. Oh, really? Now, are you all booked up a year in advance? Oh, 9 to 6. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It actually surprises me in this day and age if that's still that big of a deal. I see Tiger Woods is dating Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife. He likes those blondes, skinny blondes. Yeah, $1,200 I believe it. I don't know how these hotels get away without like not getting nailed for price fixing. I mean, I guess it's supply and demand, and maybe kind of like an unwritten rule. That Red Roof Inn I used to stay in up in Michigan. They got nailed for that. They had a Red Roof Inn down in Florida, and they got busted for raising prices during the hurricane. They had to go to court and everything. Yeah, $1,200 a night. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, it's down there. It's like that in Hilton Head a lot of times, certain times of the year at that Westin. Is it a Westin? I think it's a Westin, yeah. And, other places. It's crazy. $1,200 a night. 12-hour days, no kidding. Now, do you guys do people seem to tip there or not really? Or are you guys allowed to take tips? Masters. Oh, good. I mean, I wonder, like, where I know that some of the golfers stay in those little cabins, but I don't think they have enough of those for all the golfers. I wonder where they stay. I mean, I never really looked, but I don't think there's that many. I mean, Hilton really wouldn't be considered like high end for a rich guy, would it? "12-hour days, wow." I had a 12-hour today. Well, actually a 14-hour by the time I get home. Just fucking off all day. What a great day. I hit the road early today. I was in Augusta eating a bagel at 10:20. I was buying lottery tickets after the Starbucks in Thompson at 7:17. Oh, Evans area. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Now I'll go there and I'll video the planes and all that stuff. Actually, compared to the places I've been, it's pretty friendly around there, considering. You know, I've had them, like, I've been places before where they're just like got hassled up the fucking ass. I had it happen in Detroit one time, and I had it happen. Where else did I have? Palm Beach one time in the beach. But most of the time, it's pretty good. No, I've done that before. Yeah, I've done that. The problem is busy there on Washington. You got that oyster place. It's funny, you know, most of those businesses don't do shit. That oyster place does well, and that place, that hotel, like closer to the expressway, they play live music, they do well. But that Turkish place doesn't do shit, and neither do the Indian places when the Masters in. It's weird. I don't really like photographing people too much. I think it's like super fucking boring, to be honest with you. I did model photography before, but only because I got talked into it for Arlene Wilson in Chicago. And it paid good. I just didn't like it at all. And I still don't. And even though I like animals, I really don't like photographing animals. I mean, I'll fuck around with here and there if it's easy, but I'm not camping out. I like blight, poverty, snowstorms, weather, fog, rain, lightning, clouds. Love clouds. But all that. But I don't really like color photography that much either. I think it's just boring as hell. I could never do weddings. Super boring. Even good-looking girls modeling, super boring. God damn, man. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. I hope we do get thunderstorms. I chase the fuck out of those things. I mean, not like on TV, because, you know, but if they're coming, man, I can't go to sleep at night if I think we're going to get a thunderstorm. If I look at the radar and they look like they're... The funny thing about, like, where I live, it's just really weird. You know, they come, they go, they fizzle out, they don't get bigger that much. It's like the topography of the land, and there's a lot connected to it. What is weird, though, is, you know, I pay attention to this stuff, and a lot of the storms that make it all the way over to Savannah, I see them coming across. They start forming around Birmingham, Alabama. Those damn things stay together the whole way usually. I love this like clouds, like right now. Love that. Love clouds. I love the moon. Tonight's 100% moon too. No, I just love the moon. Like those, most people don't like it that much, I guess, as much as me. I got a million books on it. Like, I watch my own 9-hour videos on the moon, like animal sounds and stuff. just like love it. Sunrises, love all that shit. Rough water. Bird, I like bird sounds. I got one at home. I'm curious to what I got today. I got up this morning early, and I thought, boy, it's nice and quiet. And the birds were just singing their ass off. That'll go on for about another 3 weeks. I mean, like crazy. Sounds like a symphony. And I thought, I'm going to try this thing out. Why not? I'll tell you what I learned last night, though. I'm never putting a camera or expensive audio recorder on the ground anymore. I got my screen scratched last night, but I bet it was an armadillo. It's lit barely, and I'm sure when I scroll through the audio, I'll hear where he was walking around there. Fucker scratched the screen. Now, I did polish it out mainly, but that happened to me on a brand new GoPro. First night I got it. They grab those claws to like try and turn stuff over because they can't see that great. But from now on, everything's getting put on like at least an 18-inch tripod. Right now I'm, where do I live? I live in Crawfordville, but right now I'm coming up on like CMAC. I'm halfway between Thompson. I just picked up about 600 pounds of seed, bird seed. Bird and deer seed, deer corn. And I'm going, because I was out of it, and now I'm about probably 12 miles from my house, something like that. Yeah, about now, yeah, not that far. Had a great day today, just having fun, partying. That moon, whatever the hell it is, silver moon or old moon or whatever, they actually have some people working in there that know what the fuck they're talking about with coffee. They've got some really good coffee in there, like $100 a bag. And I was talking to the lady that runs it. There's a few. I don't care about this stuff at all. There in that whole area down there. I mean, I think some are trans. Not that it makes a difference. But to be honest with you, I don't know whether they're switching to guys, switching to girls. I can't really tell for sure. But something's up. They're always real nice and friendly and that kind of thing. But I find myself thinking all the time, like, what's going on here? Is this girl a dick? I'll drive you around. I love driving. Yeah, this way my whole life. Even right after I got my driver's license, I was driving my fucking ass off, taking one-person vacations. Even as like a sophomore and junior in high school, go way up into Canada, sleep in my car. I'm still that way. I do this all the time. People tell me all the time, like, I love driving. Like last year, Marty was buying a bunch of shit. What the fuck you doing, you idiot? Oh, that guy was going to try and merge. See, that guy blew his horn. I've seen this happen on this 20 before. Some of these stupid fuckers do not gain any speed and try and just pull out into the right lane. And that truck was worried about that. That's why he was blowing his horn. But he shouldn't have been in that lane anyway. He had a chance to get over, so he rolled the dice and lost. But like last year, Marty had some shit he wanted to buy out in Holbrook, Arizona. He said, hey, you wouldn't mind going out into Holbrook, Arizona? It's like, no, fuck no. He said, when are you going to leave? It's like, I'll leave right now. I threw a bunch of shit in the bag and hit the fucking road. 27 hours one way. Just under 2,000 miles. I do that shit constantly. Up to Detroit, 1,000 miles. Florida's nothing, 500. I don't care where it is, what it is. I love driving. Yeah, drove straight through 27 hours. And I did take about 2 hours worth of little like cat naps. Drank. I've experimented all different ways. I've tried drinking like extra water, all that shit. And honestly, if I've got to get to a place, you know what I do? I get a gallon of water, good water. And I buy an 8-pack of Red Bulls and I hit the fucking road. And I can usually get about 1,500 miles doing that. And then it gets to where the Red Bulls don't really start to work and you're just tired as a motherfucker and I don't want to get in an accident. So I'll pull over sometimes and like cat nap for an hour, hour and a half. And it's weird, like Sometimes I wake up like I think I'm like fell asleep driving and I'm parked. But it's just enough to like start that circadian clock all over again. I get right on the road and get to where I'm going. Because I don't like, it bothers me to be sitting in a damn hotel room. I used to do it on my trips, like YouTube things, when I could be driving. I mean, a safe, conservative amount, depending on where you are, but a good average, even if you're having a bad day, is 50 miles an hour. So I'm thinking, man, I'm sleeping 8 hours an hour. That's 400 fucking miles. But if I'm doing a photography thing, I don't want to be driving by shit that I want to photograph. Now, let's say, for an example, I've been to Montana a million times. I still like it, right? But what I'd rather do is drive straight through, because I've been there a million times, get there in like a day, day and a half. It's the same thing, a couple thousand miles. Sleep, and then take my time coming back, and when it gets dark, check into a hotel. You can average about 300 miles a day unless you find something just like ass kicker doing photography. You know, like a train caught on fire or something and you spent like 5 hours there. But usually I can knock out about 300 of like stopping here, stopping there, taking some photos, that kind of thing. So you can't have it both ways. You know, you're not photographing anything when it's dark. And if I'm going a new way, I don't want to miss it. Hey, Jeff. Oh, 20% of your brain while driving? Yeah, you know, I've read books and tried cheating and, you know, tried to just find ways to improve fatigue. And nothing's really worked, to tell you the truth, other than the 8 Red Bulls and a gallon of water. Yeah, I don't know why you get so damn tired, though. And some are better than others, you know? And I love driving through the mountains late at night. Like when I go back to Detroit. I just love that, man. Just like hauling ass. It's just well lit. You know, that people, like, maybe it used to be like this years ago, although I was driving down to Florida when I was 18, like in the 70s. And it never seemed dangerous. Oh, we're going through the mountains. Those mountains aren't that high. Now, I have gotten caught maybe 2 times in 40 years. Icy roads, you know. And it's always been like about 150 miles north of Chattanooga, but I don't go that way anymore. Actually, I cut through a worse route down through Gatlinburg. You know, they get about 160 inches of snow up there in that one high mountain. They shut down that park all the time. But I try and plan it, and I'm not saying I can't get stuck. But, you know, if they're talking about some big-ass blizzard coming through there, well, I'll leave early or postpone it. I just kick it. Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'm an okay driver. I shouldn't say I hate to admit it, but I will admit it. You know, I do notice, everybody does this. I do it with lifting weights, to tell you the truth. I do notice getting older. I mean, it's just coming, right? What are you going to do? But I'll give you an example where I notice. I mean, honestly, is my parking. Fucking parking is getting worse. You know, and I'll notice sometimes, too, that I'm just not as quick. If I'm, like, tired and I've been driving, it's just getting old. If I'm, like, really wiped the fuck out and I'm going through a busy place, agreement with myself that, look, no fucking rash move. Just keep going straight and get the fuck off and around and go back. Because sometimes, like, if you're going through Birmingham, Alabama, or Austin, Texas, and you're not familiar with the roads and you're tired and you're just not as sharp as you would be otherwise, there's some weird shit. Like, what the fuck? Which way? Man, when you're 18, you just look in that mirror for a half second, go 6 lanes and get off the exit. I promise myself not to do that shit. You know, so there's things that I don't do. You just reaction. And I do it lifting weights, too. I got a fucking thing near my elbow that's kind of bothering me. And it's because I'm trying to lift weights like a college kid certain times. Now, I'm not stupid. I don't go in there and like, I know I'm no college kid, but I thought that I did everything appropriately enough to not have this happen. Sure enough, I got like a joint right near my, like where you'd hit your funny bone. Fucking lifting too much weight too often without taking a rest. It just kills me to take a rest. It's like, fuck, man. I got all the way up to this weight and stuff, and now I've, injured myself, and I don't want to quit. It's so stupid to just keep on lifting. And then, the right thing to do is just knock it off, start stretching like a faggot, being on a Richard Simmons trampoline. I cannot lift weights if I'm not getting stronger or bigger.